Dear students, good afternoon. Hope all of you are very well today. Today we are going to learn the third phase of passage narration, as we have learned first and second phase. And today, let's start third phase of passage narration. Don't talk too much. Write down what is instructed here. So dear students, we are going to start a third phase of passage narration. Passage narration in English second paper. This is your teacher. So let's see. Passage narration, third phase, rule number 7. So dear students, if any up by Allah, by love, by Jesus Christ, by my life, by Lord, so by Allah, by love, by Jesus Christ, by my life, by Lord, by God is used in reported speech. Swearing by Allah, swearing by love, swearing by Jesus Christ, swearing by my life, swearing by Lord, swearing by God will be used at the very beginning of indirect speech. Understood? So if we find it, we'll have to follow the instructions. So write down properly. And after writing down, we will move forward. Some of the naughty boys are here in the class. Your parents will also see this slide, then you will show yourself. Okay, dear students, it's very painful that we can't build up your morality. We, the teachers, as well as the parents, are responsible for this. Okay. So dear students, here is an example. By Allah, Sohail told the anxious people, I will not leave the place without saving the endangered people. Have you understood? I think you have understood. So write it nicely. And here is the answer. So swearing by Allah, Sohail told the anxious people that he would not leave the place without saving the endangered people. So dear students, write down this one. Write down a note. As by Allah has been in the direct speech. By Allah has been used in the in indirect speech. That means if we use by Allah, we will have to use swearing by Allah. You will have to use it. Swearing by Allah. Here just write down by Allah will be changed into swearing by Allah. Swearing by Allah. Okay, so write down this note, dear students. Is it done? Now, another example. Direct speech. By my life, the freedom fighter told his mother, I will not return home before obtaining independence of my country. So, write down this one and solve it. After solving, we will see the answer. By my life, the freedom fighter told his mother, I will not return home before obtaining independence of my country. I think you have written. And now see the answer. Swearing by his life, the freedom fighter told his mother that he would not return home before obtaining independence of his country. So here, as the name of the country is not mentioned and we don't know who is that very freedom fighter, that's why his has been used. So write down this one. Quickly write. Is it done? I think you have written it. And now let's move to the rule 8. If present participle, this is very, very important. So if present participle phrase is used in direct speech, it will be used at the very beginning of the reporting speech. But if it is not present participle phrase, it will remain in the previous place. Okay, in indirect speech. That means at first you will have to be clear, you will have to be distinguished, and you will have to know properly whether it is present participle or not. I would like to mention what is present participle. Just there, write down this one. Present participle. Present participle. Not. If ing is added to the present form of verb and works as a verb and adjective, it is called present participle. Example, for example, dear students, examples is given here. I saw a bird flying. So what was the condition of that very bird? The bird was flying. Okay, that's why this flying will be present participle. Present participle. So dear students, I think you have written it and you have understood it. So at the same time, write down this note, what is present participle, so that you can understand and you can apply it in your grammatical aspect or grammar. When you will learn grammar, then you can use it and you can use it in writing part as well. So dear students, I think you have written down the example and this is the answer. Turning to the dervishes, the mistress of the house asked if they were brothers. We'd like to see another example. That is, why do you beg? Asked the mistress of the house situated beside the Padda. So this is indicating that very place, right? This is not indicating the state of the mistress. Okay, so the answer will be what would be? The mistress of the house situated beside the Padda asked why they begged. That was present indefinite tense. Why do you beg? And that's why in reported speech it has become why they begged, past indefinite tense. And another point, dear students, you will remember that if interrogative sentence starts with WH question, WH question itself will be used to make it indirect speech instead of comma, inverted comma. I think you have understood it, right? So write down. Here, this is very easy. You know it. That if thank you is used in reported speech, thanked will be used instead of the reporting verb in indirect speech. Instead of thank you, so we will use thanked, right? So structure will be subject plus thanked plus object. For example, he said to me, thank you. Here, reporting verb said to, instead of said to, we will use thanked, right? Okay, so write down the example. Is it done? Okay, now see the answer. Indirect speech. He thanked me. He thanked me. Okay, dear. Now, rule 10. If goodbye is used, it is almost like the previous rule that we have learned subject plus thanked plus object, and here we will learn subject plus bait plus object plus goodbye. Okay, so write down the example. He said, goodbye, my friends. So goodbye, my friends. Here the answer will be he bade his friends goodbye. Is it done? So dear students, it would be subject plus bait plus object plus goodbye. And my friends, this is addressing. We will learn this rule later. This is different from the previous rule where we found goodbye, and here we are going to find good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening. So this is wish, right? I would like to wish that you are very good. The morning or the noon is good for you. So this is actually wish. Okay, this is greetings as well. So the rule is, if we find good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening in direct speech, wished will be used instead of reporting verb in indirect speech. So here one point I would like to mention, that we have used wished, but wish can also be used if it is present tense. So write down a note, dear student. This is applicable for all the rules of passage narration. This rule will be applicable for all the points of passage narration, and that is according to the reporting verb. Reporting verb wish, thank, or other verb will be used in indirect speech. That means if we see that the reporting verb is in present tense, then wish or thank, that will be also in present tense, right? But if it is past tense, if the reporting verb is in past tense, then we'll have to change this. Wish will be automatically wished and thank will be automatically thanked. Have you understood? Okay, so dear students, what will be the subject or structure? Subject plus wished plus object plus that very good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening will be used. Okay. For example, Tazrian said to you, good morning. So Tazrian, what would be the answer? So write down first and then match. So instead of good morning, we also can say Tazrian greeted him as good morning. So that is not necessary to use. We will use the easiest one. Tazrian wished you good morning. So dear students, have you understood? Okay, write down this rule as well. This is an example. This is a note. Write down the note as well as this rule. This is exceptional one, and this is frequently used in passage narration, and you'll have to learn it there. If, well, I see, you see,